it's just me tonight. I'm out for a friend / work colleague's birthday, so I'm flying solo without the girls. I know, it's really sad. I'm off to Zingara's in Bexley Heath, which as I understand it is like a restaurant / bar that then turns into a club. I thought it might be something a bit interesting. It's a little bit different, depends what you're going for a night out. You know, it's a little bit chill, like a nice meal with friends, but then, you know, you want to have some nice drinks, and then you feel like you may want to get lit a little bit later. This could be for you. Already ready because I actually filmed a tutorial for this makeup look on my other YouTube channel. Yeah, if you want to learn how I got this cute little look, you can head over to my other channel. So I paired it just with like this black kind of elasticated skater dress. I'm not sure what the food's like. I don't know what the portion sizes are going to be like. So I went stretchy just in case. And then I paired it with just some tights and some over the knee boots. So I've just left the station. And now according to my maps, apparently I have to walk for 10 minutes down this eerily deserted and quite foggy road. This is why we don't travel in our heels. You always bring flats, because if anyone tries to come after me, I need to run.
Food costs are pretty much a lot.
Okay.
Some people's eyes were bigger than their bellies.
Right.
Very stupid. And whereas there was a few of us that were very wise.
Right.
We picked one meal.
Right.
And we ate it all.
Yeah, I ate all 5 of mine.
I mean, that's just crazy here.
Okay.
Yeah.
What have you thought of the music so far?
It's great.
That was an interesting night to say the least. Started in one place and ended up somewhere completely different. I think it's nice sometimes to have nights like that though, where you sort of just can kind of go with the flow and make these really impromptu decisions. So I'm gonna start with the food. So I had they had a deal on where you could like order a certain amount of appetizers and it would be a set price. You could either have like 1 for like £7 or 3 for however much, and then 5 for like 28, I think. Obviously, being me, I went for the full 5 just for myself. I wanted to have a sort of a mix of the food so I could sort of try out and have a general idea. So I had some chicken enchiladas, grilled prawn skewers, duck spring rolls, some buffalo wings, and then these like strips of chipotle steak. And then obviously I like sampled other people's things, so I tried out some like Moroccan meatballs and some chips and things like that. So I got a pretty decent idea of what was going on, and I will say the food was nice. However, it did take a very long time to come, and when it arrived, it was a bit cold. So for that reason, I'm gonna rate the food a 4 because the menu is quite extensive. There's a lot of different variety of things that you can have, and it was tasty. The only thing is just that it took a while to come, and yeah, it was a little bit cold. Next, I'm going to rate the drinks a 4. I really liked the fact that they had quite an extensive cocktail menu, so there were a lot of different things to choose from. Then they obviously had wine and all your spirits and things like that. So all the bases were covered. I think the prices were decent for what you're getting, and the service was pretty good. So I'm going to give it a 4. The only reason I'm not giving it a 5 is because I think the only time a drink is ever going to be 5 out of 5 for me is if it's free. And unfortunately, I still had to pay for it. So that's why you get marked down. Next we go on to the music, which I think definitely sort of let it down a little bit. The DJ was questionable. So they sort of split it into 2 bits. So you have the sort of the front bit where it's like the main bar, and then you can sort of walk down a passageway towards the back, which is mainly where all the tables are if you're eating. I'm not really sure what this DJ was going for, because His song choices were very strange. He was playing a lot of like 70s, 80s kind of music, which isn't bad to hear. Like one or two of those songs every now and again, a little bit of cheese is fine. But for me, I just felt like the general demographic in the place wasn't of that sort of age group to justify him playing that much music, because nobody really knew the songs like that. And like one of the girls I was with literally had to go up and ask the DJ about 2 or 3 times for him to play something a little bit more current. He wasn't really playing for the crowd. The songs that he was choosing didn't really like flow through genre to genre. It just felt a little bit random. And his mixing, yeah, it wasn't that great. Yeah, for that reason, I'm gonna have to rate the music at like a 2. That was partially why when we left, we decided to go to the other club. It was Attic in Dartford. But I'm not gonna go into all of that because that's a review for another day. So the next category is accessibility. I'm gonna also have to rate this one kind of low because Bexley Heath is not the easiest place to get to, not as well connected as other areas, and then even then where the restaurant was on the sort of main road, it was still, you know, as you saw, like a 10-minute walk from the station. And then when you're leaving, it's like there aren't that many buses and things to take you home, so really your only option is to kind of get a cab, and if you're not really about that cab paying life, then you're a little bit stuck. Also, it shut kind of early. It shut at about 1, which for me seems a bit strange. It seems like an early time for something that's supposed to be a bar/club, but apparently it's like a rule or a law or something like that in the borough of Bexley Heath that all places have to shut really early. So that's another thing that you might want to take into consideration. So for overall experience, I would say yes, I did have a good time, but as I was mentioned before, it was one of those ones where I was having a good time because I was trying to have a good time, and also very much helps who you're there with. If you're there with a group of people that you're going to have a good time with wherever you go, then you are going to have a good night. But I don't think you have a good night due to the place itself providing that for you. I would go again to eat. Like if someone said, oh, you know, we're going out for dinner, do you want to come? Then I would come, but it's not somewhere that I would make a special effort to go to for dinner.